Welcome to Florida and then cruising in Bahamas. Today we're going to take you over. We're going to see our relatives in Florida. We're going to hit the Bahamas. So if you're interested in cruising in Bahamas, how all that sort of works, down through the islands, this is the video for you. How a couple of Aussies belt their way through, smash some food downrange, and hopefully we can get our laughing gear around in some Cubanos as well. All right, so if you want to see some Aussies drive on the wrong side of the road and navigate that, we might even go see Trump at Mar-a-Lago. Right, we're going to fly into Dallas-Fort Worth first, and then we're going to bounce out to Miami from there. How good is aircraft food? And look, of course, we sniffed out a barbecue place in Dallas-Fort Worth before we bunched out. Well, had to get some tacos, and look, I don't know what the hell this beer is, but, you know, it looks like something that we should definitely order because it's not something we can get in Australia. So we've got some corn. We've got a massive burrito for Mrs. Q. And I couldn't go past the burrito tacos with obviously burrito consomme. Get that into you. Bang it in. Fuck, that corn looks awesome. Well, it's still Sparrow's Farm. Mrs. Q is still sleeping and I had to go out and explore the neighbourhood. It's a cool little place. I have absolutely no idea where we are. We're probably about, I don't know what it's called in America, but about 2 suburbs away from Overtown. I'm familiar with Overtown. It's quite a cool little area. Dead quiet. Righto, first night in Miami. Let's go exploring. Time for our morning routine. We're going to microwave some water because we don't have a kettle. And this is what Mrs. Q and I have been drilling every morning. Beef or chicken bone broth. Now, is this coffee too water or is it just me? Have a close bloody look. Let me know. Hear that? Roosters. There's roosters everywhere here. I don't know what the go is. Obviously, I'm not a Miamian, but there's roosters everywhere this morning. Hear that? Bone broth, have a coffee, and obviously we're going to eat like piglets, so we're going to go for about a 5k walk, something like that. What's that in miles?
Who knows?
Just over 3 miles. Go for walks, explore the neighbourhood, and go take a squiz.
And I said to Dad, "Oh, you need to switch
Coffee
your phone
o'clock.
off. You need to go to sleep too." Nah, I'm not even tired.
Oh, that's rough.
Do you want me to get one for George?
And yes, I have bigger bags under my eyes than Pablo. There we go, spotted in the road, one of those mad roosters. So look, if you're interested in staying outside of the hotel areas, you want to sort of get stuck into the neighborhoods a little bit, we are just north of Little Havana, and I think it's at the North Fork, Miami River. To give you some sort of context, don't it? Hopefully that was somewhat correct. This place, if you can imagine in Australia, a duplex, this is what we're sort of staying, so it's really well done. It's got everything that you need. It's got your microwave, fridge, all that sort of good gear. If you just want your basic coffee, etc., you can sort of do all that. I think they call it central heating or central air conditioning in America, and it sort of comes on in intervals. So if you're a light sleeper, that might suck a little bit. Good sized bed. It's got everything. You know, not really big enough to swing a cat in, but perfectly fine for 2 people. You got your ensuite there. Then you got your cupboard and sort of like a little laundry, and you got beach bags and bits and stuff. So they've done a really good job. All right, let's go get a coffee. Right. So, give you an example, this is where we're staying. And look, to me, not all the time, sometimes you just want convenience, right? Staying in the neighbourhoods gets you a bit of a feel for the local area. And it's just, I don't know, it's just something that not all tourists do. So I think it's just awesome staying in somewhere that, like an Airbnb, you can have the advantage of leveraging the host, and you know, they can give you some great information about local areas to eat, where to go and all that sort of stuff. Damn.
Like a New York car.
How good's that? Yeah, right. Reminds me of the cop cars that we see a lot in New York. The thing I really like, they're really supportive of the military here. 250 years military service in that family. What a crazy difference. Just walking out 5 minutes and it is noisy as truck. Holy. This went from being so quiet, leafy green, can't believe it. As you can see, that place we're on, that's the river that sort of backs up not far from it. What do you reckon? Hit the nightclubs tonight? There we go, Divorcio 500. I guess if I stuff up, get on the piss too hard, Mrs. Q will Divorcio me. Right, as we know, fuel cost of living is an absolute insane thing at the talking point at the moment. So fuel is about $2.90 American or $4.40 a gallon. How much is in a gallon? It's about 4 something litres.
bigger.
Right, so are you a Wendy's fan? The old cheeky bacon hatter. They're just trying to release Wendy's in Australia now. As you can see, some good feeds up and around Miami. How cool was the statue out front of the firefighter station? Pretty sick. One thing I wanted to touch on was we've walked about 3.3 kilometers or about 2 miles from where we are, just north of Little Havana, heading directly for Miami Beach. You can see the difference in the style of neighborhoods, I guess, as you get closer to the beach area. A little bit more affluent. As you can see, beautiful leafy green areas. The roads are silky smooth, and you'll see I'll start recording again in about 3 kilometers when we're closer to our Airbnb. You'll see the difference. It's quite crazy. Get a flu shot or get a can of beer. You can do both.
How big that flight floor is?
Holy Christ, I can't believe this is inside a pharmacy. That's wild. Can of Corona.
Starbucks coffee, iced coffee.
Well, definitely got it all in one, that's for sure. I actually didn't have the camera pointed at the ladies because I couldn't get across a message to ask them if I could record them, so I just pointed at the fruit and veg.
Well, yes, please.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, just 4. Just 4.
One bunch, yeah.
Yeah, 1 bunch.
How much?
Thank you.
Thank you.
What is that? Are they avocados?
They're massive.
Is that avocado? Yes. They're massive.
Oh, yeah.
Are you here every day? No English. No.
Oh,
That's okay.
wow.
I don't know. What are these?
Nancy.
What is it?
Nancy.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we're now going to the food and bakeries. We're going to go to the Latin American one just up there. Now I've heard this San Salvador restaurant's pretty decent too, so you might be able to check that out a bit later. As you can see, very, 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 very different style, different shops and stuff that were about 3 kilometers ago. Looks like a nice local place. Pretty cool. What's up? Right, look at the bevy of treats we've got here. Can anyone translate what it says on that paper sign? 2 lattes.
Okay.
With an extra shot.
Okay.
Now let me know in the comments, what's your definition of an insane Cubano? First Cubano. How good was that? Not bad for a cheeky little corner store. That Cubano is pretty good. Nice strong coffee to go along with it. Absolutely ripping. Definitely need to brush up on my Spanish, that's for sure. Learn the basics, obviously. Bueno, good. Gracias, thank you. I've got the very, very basics down pat. Righto. Right, someone needs to tell me, what is the go with all the roosters here? We must have seen 50 or 60 of them this morning, and we've even got a painting in the Airbnb. All right, let me know in the comments. Mrs. Hugh, maybe go back and get these.
Well, obviously. I'll have the watermelon.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that. I get the booby prize. Hi.
Hi. Restaurant Habana Vieja.
Quick nip into the CVS. Everything's got bloody protein on it. Everywhere you go, you always get your alcohol. Twisted tea. Look at that. 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Look at that. Right, we're now at the famous Miami Beach, in particular South Beach. Right, I'm just going to get changed and we'll go head down. See what it's like compared to the Aussie beaches. Pretty cool. Very iconic. The blue and the white sun beach umbrellas. Have a go at that. That's pretty specky. It's a lot quieter than I envisaged. There's so many umbrellas and little cabana thingies unoccupied. All the things place to be absolutely packed to the hilt. Do you think, has it got anything to do with the tourism drop in America at the moment? Or is it just because we're here on like an odd day, being a Thursday or something like that? I'm assuming the weekends it's just absolutely heaving like a Cancun nightclub at freaking midnight. Alright, let's go for a swim. About to go for a spoon. Please excuse the brisket gut. It's not a beer gut, it's a brisket gut. Have a look at that. Looks good. In Miami. Cheers, Mrs. Q. Right, so there is the famous South Beach. So what do you reckon? What is one of the best city beaches in the world? Live action. You would have said, this moment, I knew. I trucked up. I almost got flattened here. 60 k's an hour. Very nice cars driving down South Beach, that's for sure. Corvette's bloody nice. Right, so we've just stopped off in South Beach. One of the ladies grabbed us. I know there's heaps of them, you go past all of them, but yeah, she was pretty convincing. This looks good. It's got a good selection of everything. And 2-for-1 margaritas. I mean, it goes without saying. Cheers. The old boomerang. What do they say? White middle-aged female. Do you know what surprised me? Even for a super touristy area, the linguine and the tartare was actually really good. I thought it'd be super generic, but no, hats off to them.
That's really good.
Have you seen these automated delivery services? The service lady was behind me having a chat about it. I didn't realise she was getting really irate about them because obviously it's taking their jobs.
Taking people's jobs.
Well, at least Trump kept plastic straws here. That's one thing we definitely use. Paper straws drive me crazy. Yeah, there's the damage.
Oh.
But definitely very lively, especially coming from Australia, the old South Beach. Yeah, a little bit generic, but God, the cars. If you're a car head, absolutely f***ing insane. Check this out. The Ferrari 812 GTS is just under $1 million, 6.5 litre V12, pumping out 0 to 100 in under 3 seconds. Hi, is it okay if I video? Thank you.
Can you say something?
How long does it take to make a cigar, normally? How long does it take?
For make is 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
The process 2 hours.
Wow. Should have started to record it before, but I have noticed this walking around Miami here, there's a lot of like public sporting type things, whether it be outdoor gym style equipment. You got basketball courts over there, you got tennis courts like back in the distance. There's been a fair bit of that. It looks like they're getting stuck right into their PG and all that sort of good stuff, which is pretty cool. I know it's A lot of people say it's sort of like fake and all that sort of stuff, but fair enough. But like if they're getting stuck into the health, that's pretty cool. Well, we're walking about 2Ks, 1.4-ish miles. We're going to get some bag tags printed for the Bahamas cruise tomorrow, which is pretty damn wild. So you wouldn't, especially for tourists and stuff, who the hell has a printer in their back pocket? So yeah, we got to walk about 2Ks to a CVS, which is like a pharmacy. We had to log on online and then, oh shit, submit our bag tags. That's right. Spider webs are babies compared to Australia. Yeah, and then go print these things. Apparently we've got to cut them out and then staple them to my bags to go onto this cruise for the Bahamas, which is pretty damn wild. I'll include the Bahamas on this Florida video mainly because the port of Miami is such a massive destination and departure point for a lot of the cruise ships heading out that way. So I'll include the Bahamas, even though this particular part of the vlog is all about Florida. Righto. Well, we just walked over an hour, went to the first place that we ordered these said bag tags from. Machine was stuffed, sent us to another location. It was about a half an hour walk further than what they said. Guess what? They didn't do it either. So we're running the gauntlet. We're going to get to the port because, I don't know, we don't have a printer. We're tourists, we don't have one in the back pocket. We'll see what happens tomorrow at the port of Miami. Have a go at this traffic. We just tried to get an Uber right after that debacle with the bag tags. And it was an additional 40 minutes from when we got here. Holy. One thing that you definitely don't see in Australia, look, you've got the coppers there directing traffic. So for the Miamians here, I don't know if I just made that up, but it sounds about right. Is this a normal thing? Is that because traffic likes it down, or is this just something they always have when there's heavy traffic? It's bloody interesting, that's for sure. Like, how is it more efficient, or is it just like a historical based thing that they put the coppers out on the big intersection? And why is everyone beeping? I know in New York they beep to communicate to each other and stuff like that, so they don't crack into each other, but no one's moving, everyone's beeping on red lights. So what's the go with that? Can some of the Americans jump in and give us some details on the cops and all the beeping that we hear? Why does it occur? Ooh, that guy was getting stung, I think. Whilst we were walking through a better Uber spot, we did spot an Office Depot. We're going to give this bag tag thing one last crack.
How can I help you guys?
Hi, can you put a document for us?
Is it normal paper?
Yes.
Normal paper will be right over there.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I think we're onto a winner. Is this Anna?
Prints?
Yep.
Yeah. Hey.
Fingers crossed. I think we might be on. Thank the goddamn Lord. Jesus Christ. Now after around for 2 hours and a few tannies between us, we've got that bit done. Now it says that you've got to get a stapler and staple the thing to your suitcase. Holy. Alright, so now we're going to find a stapler to use exactly 2 staples for and then discard. We'll probably donate it to the Airbnb. Hopefully someone else can use it. Or sticky tape, either way. We're going to use it exactly twice.
Little sauces, eh?
Some nice chimichurri. What else? We've got some truffle mac and cheese. No, mac and cheese. It's like crispy bacon on top.
It's truffle.
Yum. You can taste the truffle. Picanha. It's really good.
Picanha.
Picanha 9-incher. Let's give that a shot.
You did not just do that.
I did.
Don't do it.
It's just a fart. Alright, really nice, eh? There's another day down in Miami. It's getting late now. It's almost 2200. We're going to absolutely drill the rest of this meat. Righto. See you tomorrow. Right, we're now leaving our Airbnb just north of Little Havana. Now, has anyone else pretty much put the Airbnbs back to the way they came? Even though you might not have to, make the bed, absolutely make it look smick. So literally all they have to do is wash some towels. Well, that's Mrs. Q, 100%. So they won't have to do much work after we leave, righto. I'll see you at the port. Oh, that taxi driver was insane. He was an absolute jet, by the way. I'm gonna have to give him an awesome review. All right, we just got off. If you're unfamiliar, right, it can probably be a little bit daunting. This is definitely our first time on a massive cruise. The taxi took us to Terminal A, or sorry, the Uber took us to Terminal A. We got off. We didn't print bag tags yesterday. We ended up stuffing it up at the end of the day. We printed our cousin's bag tags. We basically just showed them on the app the details that we needed. They wrote it on, took the bags away. Job's done. And he just told us where to walk to get on, so we're going to go there now. Right, we're now just going through the terminal gate. It's pretty damn simple, to be honest. It's just follow the bouncing ball. Up the stairs through these massive props. Got your Esther handy, you'll know all about that when you come through. Just show the ladies when you go through just before you hit security. Now we're going to security screening. Now if you access the Voom internet, it's a little bit confusing, but basically we just connected to the guest Wi-Fi through the Royal Caribbean app. That punched us through, then gave us a code, and I just shared it. Mrs. Q did the exact same thing, good to go. Now it's time to get on the drinks. We might have a coffee first. We're responsible drinkers here. We're not Aussies, but it's 11 o'clock. We'll wait till at least 12 o'clock. Hello. Thank you. I'm going to just do a whole lap. Hot dogs, burgers, all the normal sort of good stuff. What have we got here? International. Yeah, no, we don't need vegetarian though, do we? More desserts, just in case you needed some. It's only salads over there. We haven't got time for salads.
That looks nice.
What's that? Pan-seared fish with tomato copa salsa. Bacon bits, I mean, that sounds pretty good in itself. Hot dogs and burgers. Get some of those. We don't even have to eat it, just so we can little pickles and stuff.
Time to get that. There's some roast beef over there too. Yeah, that looks nice.
As far as salads go, that was pretty good. I could see that with a side of brisket too, that'd be good.
Port City.
Some roast beef? Yeah, get some roast beef, surely.
Hello.
Hi.
How you going? I'm good.
Yes, please.
And then I'll get some corn. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Perfect, yeah. Is that enough? Thank you very much.
Yeah, that'll do. Right, we're not going to get first night fever and just get absolutely paralytic and eat everything. We'll warm ourselves into it.
I don't know.
I saw that on Facebook.
Okay.
Not bad. One thing I failed to mention, and we didn't know, we had to go to the F4 deck and just get a real quick safety brief, and they just scanned you in. You can't actually go into your room until 1300 or 1 p.m, so it's now a few minutes soon, so we're going to walk up. Hopefully we can dump our bags off, recharge all the batteries and stuff, check it out, and I'll see you there. Room 294, deck 7. Yep. Get in there. Let's have a quick squiz. What have we got? So I think this is a balcony ocean stateroom. It's not a bad size actually. Especially only for 2 people. Oh,
Oh my god, the bed's so soft.
oh, Jesus, how the f do we get out of here? There you go. Just have to use my muscles. Right. Ooh. I forgot we're in Florida. There's some decent humidity. As you can see, the weather isn't amazing. Drinking more piss indoors could be getting dangerous. Gives you some scale. You can see the door there. Off to the left, we've got the ensuite. We've got a sitting lounge type area, pass out area, I would say. Suitcases to the bed, out to the balcony. Bingo. So a cousin just dropped this off. It's so crazy. She goes, oh, it's just something little. We're like, no, it's fucking not. Look at that. That's crazy. How mad is that? Austin crew. And just in case we get Aussie drunk, it's got a magnet. Look, how cool is that? So we can find our room. Let's get ship first. Yeah. Cousin Justin just said every plant in here is real. That's pretty insane. So it's probably hard to pick it up on film now, but it's actually just gently pissing down. But this is Central Park. This is pretty awesome. So as you can see out there, you can get rooms that look straight over this area. I don't think there'd be many adults without some piss in their hands, or for the Americans watching, that's alcohol. All right, straight up, we're gonna get a drink. That's it. Look at that. Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry. Metal, there you go. Very, very cool. What the heck is that? Who's this guy? Who's this crackhead? Right, we thought it'd be smart, because we don't want to have first night fever. We'll get something to eat to ensure the alcohol gets soaked up, so to speak. Done the right thing. Got some salad, some parmesan cheese, maybe a little bit too much mustard, but there we go. So we've got a random pork schnitty, beetroot, carrot, parmesan burger thing. Pretty good. Now, I'm not an artsy-fartsy kind of guy, but I must appreciate the art on every level up the stairs was pretty bloody epic. Go 2 vodka and sodas, please. The ship's about to depart. 6 in 10 minutes. I've heard it's quite a show, so we're going to go head up. It's going to be absolutely crazy. We also made a deal that we're going to walk up all the stairs, so 16 floors of steps. When you've had a few drinks, getting pretty spicy. We should be setting sail in 60 seconds. This shows you what complete and utter noobs we are. We thought we were at the front of the ship, but we're actually at aft the entire time. Because it just started to take off. I'm like, why are we going backwards? Hang on. Quickly pulled open the app, looked at the ship and went, there's no helipad. Where's the helipad? Oh, Christ. We're behind the chimney stacks. Now, we'll walk to the front. Jesus Christ, we're idiots. Now, I wonder how much some of those joints are worth. Well, we kind of stuffed getting to the front of the boat for the launch, so we just quickly went to our room, just getting changed before dinner.
Yeah.
Casual, Aussie style.
We're casual. He's right there. Oh, he's coming. When it's cold, when it's freezing, can you feel it? It's probably hard for you to...
Jesus, it's moving around a bit, isn't it?
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say, here it comes. You shake my cold.
That was actually pretty damn bloody cool. Righto, time for seeing our drinks. Good morning, you unbelievable veterans. Righto, it's day 2 on the Royal Caribbean. A little bit dusty. As you can see, it's still bloody dark at 6:30 in the morning, which is definitely strange. Coming from Australia, it starts to get light around about 4:30, 5 o'clock at the latest. Righto, we're going to get stuck in to do some exercise. I think this should be in margaritas. This is how far you have to go to burn off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 margaritas. Everyone does their Titanic check, right? Just to make sure there's enough lifeboats. Or maybe it's just me. Have a go at this. 387 people fit in there. There's definitely no comfort at all, that's for sure. Just docking into port now, that's the front. Any excuses, have a break from running and walking. There's another Royal Caribbean that is called Jewel of the Seas, is it?
Yeah, we're reversing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's those photos that you get on TikTok with the two boats together with the bridge in the middle.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, yeah.
Got some music trivia at night, some pretty cool entertainment. Alright, so we're going into Central Park. This is one of the better places that we found for coffee, if you remember that sign.
So we're going tonight.
Yeah. Well, most things are included in the price here at the Royal Caribbean, but Chops, that particular restaurant we're going tonight for a cousin's birthday, you have to pay extra for that. But when we had a look at the menu, the price was actually pretty good. Alright, so I tell a lie. It wasn't in Central Park we got the coffee. It was actually in the lobby that made decent coffee, proper coffee. This is more like that hot or percolated coffee in here. Cheers. We're just waiting the brewed coffee option at the moment. We'll see how we go later on. That's not too bad. The Aussie coffee snobs. Good. It's actually pretty damn good. I don't normally have the brewed coffee. Pretty good. Cheers. So at the park cafe where we just got that brewed coffee from, Anne-Marie got a muesli kind of deal with some apple and what else did I have in it? The rock melon was really nice. So if you want to get towels, going to the island today and obviously we want to sign out towels. For reference, you go to the Royal Promenade deck just outside the main dining area, and that's where you grab your towels from. You sign them out basically on your star card. The odd thing is though, you got to bring it back to that exact spot. Well, actually, this is Mrs. Q's idea. You just leave it in your room because it's obviously a different colour, and then room service just checks it off because it says it seems a little bit odd to bring a wet towel, find them at front of the dining hall, and drop it off. That's what I think. Maybe they've tried it before and it wasn't working. I don't know. Feeling like a sack of crap? Well, you can come and get IV'd up. You can see the cardio room here. Pilates. Even Noel's Dirt made the adventure over.
Sure.
Right. We've gone the jacket option. It's absolutely pouring down, but you know what? We're Aussies, we're built different. We're going to get off this boat and go check out the island, even if it looks like crap. It's hard to appreciate the scale with the GoPro. So this is another Royal Caribbean that I showed you earlier that's parked up next to it. Look at the size of that beast. And then this, the one that we're on, absolutely dwarfs it. Look at it. It's crazy. That is just nuts. Makes the jewel of the seas look absolutely tiny. Because we obviously don't have heaps of sunlight, we're not going to get that crystal clear blue waters that everyone travels here for, but that's the breaks. Hopefully, we've still got a couple more days, fingers crossed, we get some sunlight busting around the Bahamas and we get to see some of that beautiful clear blue water. Of alcohol? Yeah. I don't know if I really feel like alcohol. Have a go at this, the detail. Hopefully this pic comes out on camera. That is nuts. Look at it. Didn't take long for us to sniff out the bar. Straight into it. Why not? We're on island time now. We can hit the Bahamas. We're going to just walk around, see what we can do with it pissing down. So we're just going to get the old vodka and soda. Cheers.
Cheers.
We're currently at Breezy Bay at Chill Island. Still pouring down, so we thought we'd take a vodka and soda, jump under an umbrella, enjoy some of these beautiful silky white sands. Look at that up there. That's pretty crazy. I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but it's like it's got like little cabanas there out in the water. I'm guessing that's where the wealthier crowd may hang out. I'm not too sure. Right, we're going to play some noughts and crosses. There you go, hun.
Gotcha.
Sun's trying. Come on. It's peaking. You can see that even just here, it's the colour. It's just that beautiful turquoise colour. That's pretty cool if you want to chill out and read a book. Right, we'll compare this to the real deal. You saw us there the other day.
This is really cool. It's so nice.
Very jungly. Oh, right.
And we're going to stick to the right.
Yeah, that's it. We used to walk in on the left. Everyone's going, what are you guys doing? You're supposed to be on the right. Oh, my sensitive dad feet. Oh, we got a bit of sunlight. I can see it. Come on. Come on, Bahamas. You can do it. Right, we're now at their version of South Beach. I like how they've got the blue and white umbrellas too. Mrs. Q had a good point. So if you're getting the drinks package, it actually includes when you go out to this island, this particular island, it's owned by Royal Caribbean. The drink package pushes across to here, and same with the Wi-Fi. So you can just tap away your card. So you can tap away your card like that, and you can still get your drinks included over here, that's pretty handy. And I noticed the Wi-Fi is actually pretty slick coming over here as well. I think they've done a pretty good job of that they've done a pretty good job of that integration as well. Have a go at how fine that sand is. Look at that. It's almost like clay. Never too early to drink. We're on island time. God, what a... Oh no, you're fine when you jump in. You just jump in. It's fine. It's warm when you're in it. What a way to treat ourselves in the Bahamas. Look at this.
Sorry. Sorry.
I know it's cold.
It was intense.
Good little shells on there. I'm holding up a dear life. Cheers. Fruit bar.
It looks nice.
It does.
Where's the price?
We'll just... Stop there. That's pretty cool.
Do you want corn?
Grilled corn? Yeah, I'll go grilled corn. Hot chips. Burgers. Right, then you got the taco station, flour tortillas, chicken. Jesus. Refried green beans, got some rice. Different sauces, got quite a good range here. Right, so there's my plate of food. We got some chicken, grilled corn. We got that killer taco. How good does that look? Skipper's Grill. Sun's coming out. Come on. Sun's out, guns out. Let's go. This shows you some more perspective. Look at the girth on Wonder of the Seas compared to Jewel of the Seas. Well, there you go. There's the perfect day at Coco Day. Not so perfect, the weather's a little bit shit, but we got to obviously see the island. We've got to plant our feet in some of this Bahamas sand. Pretty bloody crazy if you ask me. Righto, we're going to head back, see you back on the ship. Right, I take that back. We're not going on the ship just yet. We're jumping on one of the tram type things, having a bit of a squiz, see if there's anything we miss in the island. Let's have a look. Jesus Christ. The driver needs to cool his jets, eh? I think I'm going to throw me back out. Bloody hell. Cool cat.
In the Caribbean as a poolside bar.
Righto, now we're heading back. A very nice touch from the room staff. How good is that? Bloody legend. Right, we're at Chop Steakhouse for Lauren's 40th today. It's obviously a pretty big bloody birthday in anyone's life. Little spot of red wine, how good is that? Now, cousin Justin reckons he can eat everything on the menu, so we're going to hold him to that. Now, I did miss a few bits. Let's see how he goes.
Good hey, Mickey.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lauren. Happy birthday to you. Key lime pie.
That was delicious.
That's very.
Now we found out they have one of those artificial intelligence robot things that makes drinks and stuff, so you just press some buttons, put your data in to everyone's embarrassment, and yeah, then apparently the robots make it themselves. So we'll make a couple of drinks for Mrs. Q and myself and see how we go. I think it's this one. Look. Yeah. Right, so we're headed to one of the bars with a group of friends and we're going to watch some karaoke, and some of us are participating, and that ain't me, that's for sure. Gone crazy. White gold chase, white gold wasted.
If I can see it, then I can be it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. Said I believe I can touch the sky. Spread my wings and fly.
I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy who can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub.
Good job.
Alright, I'm hungover as fuck. Mrs. Q is making me get exercise, let's go.
Yes.
Look at this shit next to us, Margaritaville. That's the... Right, so we've now finished. We did about 5 and a bit Ks. I feel like absolute trash. But fun fact, so the biscuits and gravy, I thought I'd have to try this, right? That originated around the late 1800s in southern Appalachia. Hopefully I pronounced that correct. And it was obviously high dense calorie food for the workers, and it was called sawmill gravy. It was pretty interesting. I can tell you right now, when you're a bit dusty, it's a big walk. Then you gotta go all around there, and then all the way back over that way. She's humid today. This is like North Queensland type humid. There's another perspective of one of the seas. Look at the size of this thing. Crazy. Whilst we're going to look for some souvenir trinkets for the kids, how good is this guy trying to peddle his wares? Hats off to him. That's freaking sick. Hi, how are you? Is that okay for video?
Yeah, that's fine, absolutely.
Here, John, here's your magnet. What the heck is that? That's better.
More this way. Oh, your mom wants me to get that shirt.
Put it on, Gavin. You need to wear it. Do not lose that. Look at the big.
How good. Seems like my kind of place. Crazy. Thank you. How are you?
Short glasses, 3 for $10.
Would you like a pipe? That's a pipe. Hello. How are you? Definitely a lot of trinkets and stuff you're going to bring some more exotic stuff home for your friends. Alright.
It's a nice bag.
As you can see from just that little snippet, absolutely just touristing just to grab knickknacks and bits and pieces. I'm guessing if you want to see the more real side of Bahamas, you probably want to get out of Nassau. Cool to see new cultures, see how they peddle their wares. The buildings are pretty cool. They're a mix of British Georgian and neoclassical. Even like the colours, very bohemian. It's pretty cool. I just don't know if I just made that up or not. Yeah, even though I got clearance to fly the drone here, this is definitely a key thing, because the main bit of footage I wanted to get was obviously the cruise ship to show you guys the scale of it, but obviously I'm not going to be a naughty boy, so she stayed in the bag. Look at those beautiful azure blue waters. That's pretty cool. Right, now back from Nassau, back on the ship, refueling, getting a bit of grub into us. One of my biggest tips is we definitely shanked that. Didn't come in prepared at all. We left late. The gangway is actually up earlier at 3:30. My recommendation would be get off straight away at 8 o'clock. If you want to do all the touristy stuff, check out all the souvenirs, grab stuff for your kids, whatever you want to do that, but get out of that area. And that's probably where you want to book a boat, something like that. Get to other parts of the island, see what's going on. Better opportunity to see that blue, clear water that obviously the Bahamas is so famous for. So minimal time in Nassau into the main area, because it's obviously geared for tourists, then punch out from there. We left it, we probably didn't have enough time, so we just sort of hung around with the fam, which is obviously great for us anyway, but that would be my tip, especially for solo travellers, etc. So as you can see, here's my feed. This definitely looks like a hangover feed. We've got beef hot dog, we've got fish bites, we've got some curry, we've got fish curry, we've got a bit of a Greek salad going on, some tzatziki in there as well. So if you're looking to get as close as you can to the front of this ship, probably your best bet is to go into the solarium. You can head off to the left, down the stairs, past the spa. And then there's a little door just there with a bit of an overhang, cantilever kind of deck, I think the engineers would call it. Past the beds. And there's Atlantis in the distance, with previously Michael Jackson's penthouse. Mrs. Q getting another drink from one of the, 50,000 bars that are here. Now, I still don't know exactly what was going on here, except for this was some sort of dance-off thing. It was crazy, and there's some bits that I had to edit out. I couldn't even put it on YouTube. Some blokes who just can't handle their piss. How crazy is that? They reckon Aussies are mad on the piss, that Americans take it to another level. How on earth is this chick holding the phone at that speed and not dropping it? Oh my god. Righto, catch you later, Bahamas. It was fun. Next off, we'll hit back to the port of Miami, and then we're going to punch out to our cousin's house in Boynton Beach. Catch you later. What type of pizza oven is that? What type of oven is that?
What type of oven?
Yeah.
Pizza oven.
Yeah. How's that powered? Is it like steam powered?
No. This is baking oven.
Yeah, so electric.
Yeah, electric.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah.
Baking Istanbul, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good elasticity, hasn't it? Yeah. Wow. So what have you got there? Like suppressor or something? Yeah.
Spicy salad.
Yeah.
Nassau is Italian Stromboli. Italian Stromboli.
Okay. Awesome. After a big night on the Terps, I wanted to try one of the Cubano dongs. Unfortunately, it was bloody dry as a dead dog's donger. Now, let me know in the comments, what is your favourite bit of food once you've had quite a few drinks under the belt?
Right? I mean, forget the fact that he's very talented, right? I'm not going to dance like that, ever. But he has to be nice to stupid people. You know, I've seen him do it. It's fucked up. And I know how I would react because I've been there. We were on an Alaskan cruise, Ricky and I. We're talking, right? And this couple comes and they're rude. They interrupt us talking and they just look at Ricky. Where can we see some whales? And in my head I was like, tell them there's a mirror in the room. Tell them there's a mirror in the room.
Oh, it's the morning of departure. Welcome back to Miami. Right, so it's now the morning of departure. You can start getting belt feeding breakfast from 05:30, but you've got till 08 to get out of your room. So we're sitting at 7:15. We've got a lot of crap packed. We're just gonna go grab a feed, come back. We're gonna take our suitcases ourselves because then they stay with us and we don't have to worry about it. But the other option is the night before, by 2200, you're gonna have all your bags packed. Then you're gonna have bag tags on but outside of your room, so they're sort of like insecure and you don't have access to all your gear. So I think it's just easier to get up, do brekkie in the morning, and then just wheel it down yourself because you can go in the escalator. It's pretty damn simple. So, it's sad we're off. As you can see, just a little bit of washing to do. So. Mrs. Gee says we might actually die. As you can see, my natural instinct, I almost walked straight past. All right. One thing I've noticed, not in English, so we need to sort that out. I definitely want to connect the phone. Right, so the way that my little cheat mode to driving on the opposite side of the road is right is close when you're turning at an intersection, left is far. If I keep that in the back of my mind, I think I should be okay. Righto, I'll set this car up and then we'll see how our journey goes. Righto, remember, right is far. No, right is close, left is far. Okay, so we got it onto English. That was the main thing. I managed to bumble my way through the menu without having to get someone to show me how. God, it just feels so it just feels so cooked. Just that natural reaction of the cars, even the cars like on the right there. So you can see the cars on the right. Oh, Jesus Christ. 60 seconds and we almost got taken out. That wasn't my fault. That's just him not looking. I'm going to drive like a grandpa for a bit until I get used to this thing. At least we're learning in a car park. So it's like being a learner driver again. It was so foreign. It's different. The four-way intersections, I'm told from my cousins, it's basically first in, best dress, right? Whoever gets here first, that's who goes. So at least we got lights. That makes it easier. But yeah, a lot of four-way intersections like this, it's first in, best dress, and then they go first. Crazy when you do something for like, I don't know how long I've been driving for, 27 odd years. Even though I've done right-hand side driving before.
This is stop sign.
Yeah, I stopped.
Yeah.
See, we're all going straight, so there's no dramas. If there's people on the left and the right, that's where it comes into play of who's there first gets to go, like this one. See, if there's cars on the left and the right already, they will go before me. I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, see how the guy on the left waited for me? Hard Rock Cafe Hotel on the right. Look at the size of that thing. How cool is it? It's actually the guitar itself. That's mad. At the local mall, just in case you weren't tracking, no packet. All right, we're now in what they call Super Target, and it's literally as far as the eye can see. God damn. You can almost see the curvature of the earth in this place. It is crazy. How big is it? Oh, bluey apples. They're made it obviously pretty big in America as well. How mad is that? Pre-done dinner.
In there. You just grab it and That's pretty cool.
Oh.
That looks really nice.
So inside they've got a cafe there. This is in Target, mind you. Starbucks though. Now we're probably going to get our 10,000 steps in by the time we just do one lap around this joint, I reckon. Want to get your eyes checked? You're in. Charcoal. And do a bloody hammy getting down here. Makes it bloody handy though, having everything in the one joint. Even got the dairy section as well. If you're in Target, you got it all. You're in Target, you want to get your eyes done, you want Starbucks, and you can get pissed. Takis as far as the eye can see. If you're into that Kardashians, we've got Khloe Kardashian popcorn. Mrs. Q just had to have some, so we're going to give that a red hot shot. Hey, look, if you need the pharmacy, you're good to go. Clearly, if you're an American watching, you're going, Jesus Christ, it's not that exciting, but this is the thing that you see on TikTok a lot, the King's Hawaiian rolls. Oh, you go, first time seeing a Cybertruck up close. They're definitely interesting, aren't they? Foundation series, that's an absolute monster of a thing. It's actually pretty cool in real life. I know it gets hammered online, but yeah, have a go.
Right here. Okay.
Hi, you there?
Good morning from Florida. Just getting our steps in. We're doing averaging about 15 to 20k. Got to do that to sort of burn off some of the piss and some of the food. Getting old. So if you're not familiar with Florida, in terms of the temperature and stuff, if you're from Australia, kind of like Cairns, Townsville sort of weather, it's quite humid. Cools off at night because it's going into their wet season or into their winter, so it's pretty chilled. We're gonna try and source ourselves a firearm and do some iguana hunting today, because apparently that's legal here. So we're gonna give that a red hot shot. So hopefully we can get that sorted.
Here you go, John.
So we've got a Roseate Spoonbill. All right, let's see if we can creep up a little bit closer. How cool is that? Look at the colour on it. Look at the pinks. As you can tell, I'm slowly creeping up. Right, so we're in Lantana, Costco, so we're gonna get some steaks and then we're gonna go back, throw it on the gas grill and have a good meal with the fam. This is another one where you can almost see the curvature of the earth. This is definitely bigger than the ones we've got in Brisbane. Jesus, they say everything's bigger in America. I thought they'd actually have tons of smokers, but all I can see is just the Blackstone griddle. How much are they charging for that? $2.99. Definitely goes on the lamb wrap. You're looking for a thinner fat cap here so you don't have to trim as much. See that? A lot less waste, that's what you want. Have a go at these St. Louis pork ribs. Look at that. That is crazy. How much do these weigh? 11 pounds. That is actually nuts. And look how straight and clean cut they are. So the thing I like about the States is they have theirs graded, so you've got choice and prime, but we don't have that in Australia, so that's pretty cool. Outside skirt.
We're next to Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
I'm coming over.
So I had to compare their hot dogs to ours, but weirdly, they don't accept MasterCard. Now that, as an Australian, is insane. All right, so we have the all pork hot dog, but we've got the beef here. So let's give this a shot. Look how juicy that is. Righto, today we're cooking
Lamb.
And my beef. Welcome to America. Today we're gonna beat our meat.
First step, we're just gonna dry brine it with some Oz dirt, and then we'll bang that in the fridge for about an hour. Overnight would have been preferable. If you don't have Oz dirt, you can use something like that, just some plain fine table salt will be fine. Of course, we pat and don't.
GRUB.
We save it for the bedroom. Because we're going to eat all sides, we season all sides. Now, if you want a better mouthfeel, you can trim that silver skin off today, but we're not going to bother. Right, now for the lamb, I am going to trim it a bit. As you saw in Costco for the prep, I got one with minimal fat cap. But if you got some silver skin on one side, but then not the other like this one has, then I'll even it up. So just skim your knife underneath and then push it across, just like that. And then I usually just pull it back. If it's not for competition or anything like that, I wouldn't get too excited about having little chore marks on the front. It's no dramas. And then from there, same treatment as the eye fillets or the fillets. We're just going to season them up. They'll dry brine with them for about the next half an hour to 40 minutes. For God's sakes, Pat, don't rub. Save that for the bedroom. So if you're a little bit time poor, that's all you really need. Like I said, if you do get a lamb rack though, it has a really thick fat cap, I'd recommend doing a really hot sear or trimming it back like this, then a hot sear at the end just to render it off. Now we're doing a bastardized version of the jus today. Just gonna cut down one a little bit quicker, but you can use some of those offcuts from the lamb backstrap and some of the fat just to start off the sauteing of the garlic and the onion. So we're gonna just do that now. We're gonna completely dice it up and that will go till it's nice and crispy. So for the jus, you wanna start off for about an hour. We're gonna go, we've got one of these monster American onions, so that's probably about, go about a half of a normal Aussie size onion, if that means anything to you. Just a fine, rough dice, nothing too special. More actually. And then we're gonna go about 4 cloves of garlic, about that size. So if you think thumbnail, you're going about 5 times thumbnail across.
Those are big. They are. Those ones are little. The big ones look good. The little ones, are they looking a little funky? Or are they? I was like...
Same, rough chop for them. Thank you.
That was so cute.
It's a little present.
I'm fitting. So
All right, now we'll go saute this. Leftover lamb trim, a lot of that fat, just a splash of olive oil, maybe 2 tablespoons. Just going to fry off that beef until it's nice and crispy, and then we'll saute the onion and the garlic. As soon as you get some colour on that lamb, onion in first, and then we'll go garlic about 2 or 3 minutes later. All right. Now that we've got some colour on that onion, we're going to bang garlic in. Let that go for about 2 minutes, then we're going to throw the cornstarch in. Then about 2 teaspoons of the cornstarch, and then just mix that through until it's fully coated, and then we'll move on to the next step. So as you can see, there should have almost like a milky residue to it. All right, and then from there, we're gonna go 2 cups of red wine, 2 cups of beef stock.
What? I have one.
Now just let this rip until it reduces by half, and then we'll move on to the butter stage. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh, it's got some kick in it.
Oh.
Well, that was insane. Almost took half my arm off. I should probably look at which burner I'm actually putting on before I hit the gas. Thank you very much. I just about took half my arm off. Cheers. Can you not smell the burnt hair?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Right, the steaks have been brining for around about an hour. Obviously, if you're going to just do a salt brine overnight, it's preferable. Now we're going to go the eye fillets offset to the heat. We're going to go until they're about 110 Fahrenheit, around about that sort of mark. And then we're going to quickly give them a quick sear at the end. Now we're going to run you can run the grill whatever you want, depending on your time. We've got it running about 300 Fahrenheit-ish, which is about 150 Celsius. We'll throw the eye fillets on first because they're obviously a lot thicker, then the lamb rack will go on. Once they both hit internal of about 110 Fahrenheit, we'll rip them off. Just a quick pitmaster snack. Cousin Lauren whipped up some matzo ball soup. This is my first ever, really bloody good. So we're going to do this at home when we get back to Australia and add some smoked brisket. And now that's reduced by about 60-70%. Add in that lump of butter, sprinkle the rosemary through. I'm going to go about 2 to 3 teaspoons of chopped fresh rosemary. Right, we now have got the eye fillets or the fillets hitting around about 100 Fahrenheit internal. So lamb rack's on, and then we'll cook these off. I'll probably pull these off, we'll rest these, We'll bang some more heat into them, like I said, the same internal, and then we'll give them a nice little quick sear at the ends once we've absolutely cranked up the grill. This is a $300 US or about 460 Australian dollars. Jay, tell us about the wine.
It's an Insignia, and it is 2010 Insignia, Joseph Phelps Insignia.
Do you want to get? Yeah.
That's right. Yep. Cheers. Thank you
Cheers,
very
guys.
much.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it. Right, the steaks are sitting around 120 Fahrenheit, so we're going to start pulling those ones off because we're going to make those ones rare to medium rare. And basically, I'd line them up on the rack. Can you see that? Yeah. I line them up on the rack from the rarest down, depending on how people want them done. I'll leave that in a bit longer because Auntie Sue and Uncle Jay, they like theirs more well done. So I'll leave that on for about another 5 or so minutes. Check the lamb. Sitting at 109. Check out the other rack. What's that sitting at? It's about 112, 113, so it's a little bit hotter. I think it's got more of a hot spot at that side of the grill, so we'll now just give them a quick rotate. I like to run from the lamb rack, run horizontal or perpendicular, and then trying to get it to close to as middle as possible. Lamb's at about 120 Fahrenheit. We're going to rip that off, we're going to rest that, and we'll sear them at the end. Right, so we're sitting at over 400 Fahrenheit, over 200 Celsius. Grill rates are cranking. Time for a quick sear. So lamb rack on with fat cap down because we're going to render a bit of that lamb fat, and then we're going to go the thickest steaks first.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that one of the other things, but it's not that I'm trying to know.
And then the well done steak.
I saw it. Nobody else did.
Oh, I don't believe it.
So be boy.
Leo.
That was it.
Now shout out to Mrs. Q and Lauren for finishing off the red wine jus. Basically you just want to strain out everything from that cook. Then once you've pushed everything out, you've got all that liquid possible. You're going to bang that back into the pan. You're just going to have it on a very, very low heat because remember, we've already added the butter in right at the end, and then you can just add it to your steaks from there. Now you heard the Gen Zers talk a lot about the golden hour. How good does the golden hour look with their steaks? Man, it makes it look insane. Now just as you slice the cutlets, add your sauce so it doesn't oxidise, righto? See you tomorrow morning. It's about 05:40 off for our morning walk. Got to try and keep the calories out of control somehow. Do a little bit of exercise. Hopefully we'll get into the gym work. We'll see. But as you can imagine, it is dead quiet. Alright, we're going to go punch this hour out and burn off some red wine. Cheers. I noticed there's little bunny rabbits everywhere we go. Look at this little guy. He's tiny, he's probably just above my ankle. Right, morning routine complete. We're now going to head over to the Palm Beach areas. We've been told there's some absolute whopping mansions. We can see Mar-a-Lago there. Don't know if Trump's in town, but we're going to go. All right, let's jump on in. Fly above me.
2 kilometers.
I couldn't tell where the turn was. I was like, America, you can actually turn right on a red as long as it's clear to your left. So that's definitely something a bit different. They're trialling it throughout some of the biggest cities in Australia, but fingers crossed I'll bring it out because it just improves that flow of traffic dramatically. Right, we're now at a breakfast spot recommended by Justin. I think it's called Benny's on the Beach. So we're just going to find somewhere to park up. Is it in there or is it over there?
It's back there.
Oh, okay. So it must be a bit of an institution here. I can see some signage up there and cool little spot. Look at the pier out there. That's awesome. Here we are, Benny's on the beach. How cool is that? Lake Worth landmark. Stunning building in the background, crazy architecture. Good morning. Oh wow, look at the view. There we go, this is where we just got seated. Look at that. That's awesome. So you can go down the pier, obviously, metric People fishing. Must be some decent fishing. And they're pretty close to the shore too, look. You get the first guy there with some decent sized rods. They look like they're about 7 foot. Jesus Christ, look at the size of that joint there. That is insane. I wonder what that pink taped off area is. Like we were just discussing before if that's for turtles laying their eggs or something. Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are we ready to order?
Yeah.
Can I go with the eggs Benedict, the lobster?
Yeah, home
Thank
fries,
you.
fruit, or grits with that.
Can I go grits?
Plain or cheesy?
Cheesy.
Cheesy.
Thank you.
Got it.
And I'll have the Healthy Start omelette, please.
Home fries, fruit, or grits for you.
Yeah, grits the same way, please.
Same. And then multigrain or white toast?
Multigrain, please.
Ready?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll grab those menus out of the way
Sure.
if you don't mind.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Right, it's all about balance, right? Especially when you go the age of 40. So I did order the Healthy Start, as you saw, and we've got some grits. So here we go. Here's a quick look. Well, I don't think I've ever had grits before. This is the cheesy grits. That's pretty tasty. That's the first time I've ever had grits.
It is nice.
I feel like it'll go straight to my arse, though. At least I can say I've tried it. What about grits on a piece of toast? I'll show you Mrs. Q's.
So good.
What'd you get?
The lobster eggs Benedict.
Every day is a vacation. It's funny because she asked if we wanted cocktails straight off the bat. I'm like, God, it's not even 9 a.m. Have a go at this. This is the lobster piece inside the eggs Benny. But that is a crazy. You'd get like a quarter of that in Australia in the whole bloody thing. Quick summary on the bill. As expected, lobster bennies. It's up there, $39.50 with a sheer amount of lobster in there. My omelette, $17.50, and the lattes, $8 each. So big price difference to Australia. So total $78.12. So if you add the tip, it'll be $92.72 US. It just cost $1 to get onto the pier, just so you know, $1 US. That's cool. Oh, it looks like chum bucket or something over there. It's crazy. It must be pretty deep just right here, eh? No fishing zone, and they're all there. Hey, look. Oh yeah, he's on. So we're now on Ocean Boulevard going into Palm Beach. If you can see, but a lot of the houses are obviously gated and stuff, but they are absolute whoppers. We were told that some of these things are going over $100 million US. So we're on the way at the moment to go past Mar-a-Lago, which is obviously one of Trump's homes. It's insane. Like absolutely pristine as well. You've got the beach on your right, and then you've obviously got all the mega mansions on your left. Far out. I feel like I'm getting poorer just as I drive past the places. It's insane. The other thing I noticed is the hedges are massive. Like these ones here, the small ones, right? They're probably about, I don't know, 12 feet, four odd meters. And then there was some back there that were double. You know, we're talking like 25 feet, like 8 meters tall. Like absolutely gigantic. So clearly, you know, there's obviously potentially a celebrity, someone like that wants their privacy. I've never seen anything like it. I think this is Trump's place just here. I think this is Mar-a-Lago coming up.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
I think this is the start of Trump's place here.
3.5 kilometers.
Because there's that roundabout.
Onto Royal Palm Way.
Yeah, it is. In there.
Yeah. I have already noticed a couple of cops coming into it, so I think we might be in the right area. I think that's to our left. That's Mar-a-Lago. That's Trump's place.
Get his sheriff right there.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere. Oh wow, yep, that's definitely it. It's still going.
No, that's it.
I think it stops just there. You can see all the cops down the side streets and that as well. Now, isn't that classic Florida? Look at those palms. They are massive. They're at least, what? They're over 10 meters, eh? They're massive. Oh shit! It's like almost had a blowout. Righto, we need to win one of those $1 billion lottos or something. Be interesting to know what like an apartment or condo for the Americans that are watching. Wonder what it's worth here. Right, we're off to go get a Cuban sandwich, just your bog stock Cubano. We're heading to, I'm gonna butcher this, Puerto Saga, I think it is, or Puerto Saga. Who knows? Horrific, got it. But it's on Collins Ave. It's a bit of a local staple, so if you're from Miami, you should be well and truly over it. What do you reckon? What's your top Cuban sandwich in Miami Beach? So be keen as mustard to try this out and compare it to that little local shop that we had during the start of the trip. So I'll see you there. Right, we are here. There you go, that's the name, pronounce it correctly. Alright, so have a look at the menu. Appetizer, soup, salads, beef, carne, enchiladas, sopras. How cool is that till? Old school. That's mad. With your Cuban, get your chewies. Righto, we have secured the goods. We're gonna head down to the beach. We're gonna drill it down there. Keen as mustard. Bloody hell, look bloody awesome in there. So look, what do we got here? They always give you condiments, which is fantastic. Serviettes, Texas Pete hot sauce. Oh, she's hot. That looks good. Slice those lengthways, that's a bit different. Have a look at this. Oh. Have a go at that. How insane does that look? Oh Christ. Oh. That was a fair bit. Right, here we go. Tastes a bit like Tabasco. I think I prefer it with the hot sauce, to be honest. Bread's nice and a crust with a little bit of fluff underneath. Well seasoned ham. Good balance with the mustard and pickles. Happy with that. Cheers. And this is the view from where we're eating that Cubano. How good. Oh. Right, you might be familiar with Miami's Muscle Beach. Especially if you played Grand Theft Auto. You fucking spend a bit of time down here bloody blasting people anyway. Look at this fucking unit. Let's go have a look at him, eh? Bloody hell impressive. Good stuff, like fuck. One hand, get out of India. Right, so is this the world's longest alleyway? Look how far it goes that way. Then that way, that's insane. Well, there you go, you unload weapons. There's Florida, Bahamas. Hope you enjoyed the way that us Aussies took your beautiful part of the world, and obviously yourself, Bahamas being a separate country, insane. Unfortunately, didn't get to pump up the drone in the Bahamas and see some of that crystal blue water. Unfortunately, I paid the fee and the approval didn't come back from the Bahamas Civil Aviation, so that was disappointing, but you got to see it's still pretty bloody cool anyway. I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you think there's any other places that you would have gone or you've gone. That's absolutely amazing, just so everyone else can share that collective knowledge. Stay tuned, we're going to New Orleans in Louisiana.